Tonight, we're going to bring you a major broadcast exclusive on a scandal that has rocked the globe.
Joining us now is Doug Wigdor. He's a former prosecutor who now represents sexual harassment and assault survivors.
Attorney Doug Wigdor specializes in employment litigation.
Doug Wigdor.
Douglas Wigdor.
Douglas Wigdor.
Douglas Wigdor, nice to have you both with us.
Earlier, I spoke with the accuser's attorney, Douglas Wigdor.
Attorney Doug Wigdor. Douglas Wigdor.
Douglas Wigdor.
Douglas Wigdor.
Doug Wigdor. He's an attorney handling 22 claims against Fox News.
Let's talk now to Douglas Wigdor.
I started this firm in 2003, 20 years ago. I think about all the people that we've represented, the institutions that we've sued, and powerful people that we've brought cases against, and the changes that we've been able to make in all areas of discrimination, harassment, sexual assault. And I'm really humbled by it.
The people working here are the best of the best. These are people working at the top of the field and at the top of their game.
I've described being a partner at Wigdor LLP to other people as playing poker with a full stack of chips and with the best possible hand you could have.
Wigdor has an excellent reputation for litigating cases creatively and fiercely.
We'll go up against anyone, and we're not afraid of anything. With an army of gladiators like Wigdor is known to have.
When we commit to a client, we're prepared to litigate that case and see it through.
The firm has gained in stature even from the already excellent reputation that it had.
We get to work on some of the most interesting cases and really help people who need help in connection with claims against some of the largest corporations, biggest companies, most powerful, wealthy people on the planet. And so to be able to do that and do it at a high level is something that is really priceless.
What makes me most passionate about what this firm does is that we empower our clients and we hold people accountable who have done terrible things to our clients. Those are just a few of the cases that spring to mind that have created changes in history, frankly. Ken was one of my best friends. And, you know, it's hard to believe that it's been about 7 years since he passed. We spent a lot of our working time, obviously, together, but also a lot of our non-working time. His life was too short, but it was great working with him, and I wish he was still here.
The Wigdor firm was relentless at being by my side day in, day out in a very, very tough, long situation. They probably had my back more than I had it for myself.
It is no easy task to point out wrongs in order to heal something that was broken. The Wigdor firm is like a dragon slayer and will go after those violations, and they're not afraid, and they will not back down from any company, regardless of how big it is.
When I felt like the world is ending, they stand up for me and talk to me and tell me, no, this is not the end of the world. You have to be strong. We are here for you. We believe you.
They cared about what happened to me at Walmart. They wanted to make a difference. You know, I'm still in touch with them years and years later.
We are the ones out there in that adversarial process, in effect shielding our clients from some of that conflict and controversy.
I'm in awe of our clients, really every day. That sense of awe pervades my experience of working here. In awe of their resilience, their strength, their sense of solidarity with other survivors.
When your lawyers are like sticking right by your side and encouraging you and saying that's good stuff, that's important.
And I didn't feel like I was one of several. You could see that they were working for all of us collectively. I definitely felt like they were handling my particular situation individually, and I really appreciated that.
If I could tell you what my lawyers did to make me feel safe, it actually makes me really emotional, because for the 3 years leading up to the trial, they became my closest friends. I know that sounds really silly, but they were some of the only people I could talk to.
It's important to let people know that there are people fighting for them, people who are willing to go to the mat for you, to represent you, to zealously advocate for you.
You were relentless and they were relentless, which made us very happy. When you've been wronged and you're feeling like something is just so unfair and you're bracing for a battle, you need warriors on your side, and the Wigdor attorneys and the entire staff were sons of bitches. They were the absolute best. We lived and breathed our work, and we all worked crazy hours. This was a team that we were working with who understood that impulse and that drive.
We needed also a lawyer who understood the press and who understood what it was like to be in front of the camera, how to represent us well in front of the camera, how to guide us.
This was game-changing for us. I think this is like life-changing stuff.
A lot of times we don't have access to really smart, high-quality resource lawyers. After 20 years, they will be known, and they are known, for doing justice.
Really, this is part of a holistic justice system. Knowing that a firm like Doug Wigdor's is out there and able to pursue justice on behalf of victims of terrible abuses is really important, and I'm grateful that this is, really what's happening in our city.
We pride ourselves on the fact that many of our cases have resulted in tangible institutional changes that companies have made.
Doug especially has been a huge supporter of my nonprofit work in trying to change the world to make workplaces safer and changing this vicious cycle of secrecy and silence that too many people have endured for too long.
We're just fortunate, really, to be in the position that we are and the success that we've had. And I think work is important, but also what you do outside of work is also important. As a firm, we worked with Lawyers Without Borders. My wife, Catherine, and I have also been very involved with Venture House, a clubhouse in Queens, New York, that helps people with mental illness. We feel passionate about other important issues and have supported Oxford University, where Catherine and I met in 1993. We funded a library at Oxford. We have also funded a sexual trauma center at the Medical University of South Carolina in Charleston. And we have generously supported a joint research project that's being conducted by Cornell's Industrial Labor Relations School and the medical school while at Cornell. We also funded a spinning studio at Washington University's Rec Center. I also regularly get into the classroom to teach, and am teaching a course at Cornell on the Me Too movement. Those are just some of the things that we're involved with, but I'm sure we could do more.
Let me tell you about Douglas Wigdor. This guy is the real deal.
Doug Wigdor is a powerhouse. If they tell you differently, they're lying. Okay?
Doug is someone who will talk trash, meaning, he'll let you know what he's capable of doing through the media, but then he'll be able to back it up with the work that he does in the courtroom, the work that he does in the office to prepare. And so he's a full-service attorney.
There's a handful of lawyers who really have that capacity not to be fearful or apprehensive about authority figures, about the courtroom, about judges, and really speak passionately with a sense of righteous indignation where appropriate for their clients' causes. And Doug is one of those people. And I respect that.
Doug and Ken Thompson represented me throughout my whole Emmett Till journey until the reopening of the case in 2004. Through Doug and the team that I had, I was able to really understand how one can actually cause change.
I've worked with him now for 12 years. Virtually everything that I know and the way that I litigate cases and the way that I think about cases and has been in one way or another influenced greatly by being able to observe Doug for the last 10 to 12 years.
I met Doug and we just started getting things together and we just kicked it off. We just had all the right answers to my questions.
I've gotten to know Doug for the last 2 years. There isn't a more authentic and genuine human being when it comes to working with those who are being discriminated against and trying to help those people.
We need tireless champions for victims of sexual harassment, race discrimination, and of course, workplace misconduct.
I would like to thank Doug Wigdor and his entire firm for representing victims of discrimination for over 20 years.
I really came to know Doug and his late partner, Ken Thompson, as adversaries.
I was representing Dominic Strauss-Kahn, and we've become friends. You know, I see them as very tenacious, very legitimate adversaries. They do impressive work.
Now, I have known him in many capacities over my career as a journalist and recovering lawyer, and he is respected by everyone who I know and talk to. He has helped so many victims of sexual harassment, sexual abuse, and I have even used him myself on some matters that I've had to deal with. I trust him implicitly.
Wigdor LLP is a law firm that prides itself on its tenacity and its ability to empower our clients and hold institutions and individuals accountable for their actions. That's what we stand for. That's what we do every day for each one of our clients.
You need a firm like Wigdor having your back.
Who could speak for the voiceless.
Committed to their clients no matter the outcome.
Litigating intensely, creatively, and intelligently.
We will give them the best legal advice possible.
You have to be willing to take on anything and give it your all.
I would not hesitate at all to join the team here.
My clients know that I'm available to them anytime.
We go up against the biggest and the baddest.
Toe-to-toe at every single step.
They will fight tooth and nail.
They could defend your case and hold your abuser accountable.
They're not afraid, and they will not back down.
If you want to win, call them.
Thank you for your hard work, and this game ball goes to the entire team.